UFC 307 is now behind us. So what's ahead of us? Well, let's look at the fights to make for the fighters coming off of UFC 307. In the main event, it was Alex Pereira with a 4th round victory over Khalil Rountree. What is the fight to make for Alex Pereira? It's not at 205. There is not a fight, and I get at UFC 308, Rakic is fighting again, and the winner of that bout could have a claim to be the number one contender at 205 pounds. I don't care. Pereira wants to be great. Let him be great. Let him go for something in a 3rd weight class. Unprecedented in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Let him be that guy and run out and try to go from middleweight champion to light heavyweight champion to heavyweight champion, at least on an interim basis, for the first time in the sport's history in such a short run. There isn't one fighter at 205 pounds who I think right now gives this guy any sort of a problem. It is just not where this division is at right now. He is so technically superior to everybody who he has fought. And if Israel Adesanya were to move up to 205, I think that the size difference there would just be too much for Izzy to overcome, and Pereira would go out and get that victory as well. So I just don't think that it is in the cards for anyone to come up here. So let a new challenger arise at 205 pounds and maybe even give him a championship and let Pereira go up and see if he can do it at the heavyweight division. In terms of the man he beat, Khalil Rountree, well, he did have a fight against Jamal Hill. It fell out because he tested positive for something, he being Rountree. Let's do it. Let's run it back. We didn't see it before, so let's see it now. Rountree against Jamal Hill, I think, is just the easiest decision to make. I don't think you get a new number one contender out of it, given everything I just said about Pereira, but I do think that you get an interesting opportunity and a big win for someone coming out of that fight. Moving on to the women's bantamweight division, a new champion crowned, Juliana Peña. Earlier in the night, it was Kayla Harrison picking up a win. Peña saying, I didn't get to see her fight, but my team told me it was boring. So the trash talk has already started. The only fight to make is a Kayla Harrison fight. They brought her in from the PFL. They have danced around with it, getting her a couple of wins, but it is now time to allow Kayla Harrison to fight for a UFC championship. I think she would be successful in that venture, but I think this is the only big fight you can make in this division right now. For Raquel Pennington, coming off of a championship loss, I have her against Macy Chiasson. Chiasson is coming off of a win at UFC 303, and is a top 5 fighter. So I think that you can get another contender coming out of this fight, with Pennington having just lost the belt, or Chiasson coming off of a big win over Bueno Silva. Allow her to build up more of that momentum and move into the title picture. And then Ketlen Vieira, who lost to Kayla Harrison, I have her going up against Mayra Bueno Silva. Both have stumbled as of late and lost in some pretty big moments, but I do think that now this would be a good win to get one of them back on track, and the pressure is on for the loser of that fight. So those are the fights I would make coming out of UFC 307.